lock up money. It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Each day brings the opportunity to make a difference, to follow through with integrity, to solve challenges through innovative thinking, and to bring the technical know-how needed to get the job done. At Wilbur Ellis, this is how we work, standing side by side as local experts who partner with the stewards of the land. We do it together. That's the power of we.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
The DWU Culver's Classic is back for 2026.
Three from the corner, good! A huge
36 teams travel to the world's only Corn Palace in Mitchell. Action begins on 9 a.m. on February 13th and 14th, with all games streamed on Live Ticket TV on pay-per-view. $12.99 per game or $94.95 for all 18 games. The 2026 DWU Culver's Classic, February 13th and 14th, inside the world's only Corn Palace and on Live Ticket TV.
Ready to gain an edge in your career? Tide Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy hands-on work experience, learn from factory-trained service experts, and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Tide Machinery, Highmore, Miller, and Pierre, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
WindCircle, operating since 1995. We combine quality customer service and experience with the right technology to meet your needs. Our cybersecurity certified technicians will make sure your systems are secure. Services offered are video and data cabling, service and support contracts, cutting-edge camera systems to door security devices. WindCircle has many hardware options: Dell, HP, Cisco, SonicWall, and Ruckus, to name a few. Our staff has over 30 years of combined network design and cabling experience at your disposal. Call us today, 605-224-1111, and request a free quote. Again, that's 605-224-1111.
At Iverson Auto, our legacy is your trust. Whether you're in Mitchell or in Huron, we embody the values that have defined us for generations. We have been your partner on the road since 1948.
We bring decades of expertise to ensure your journey begins with confidence. Our goal is to turn your visit into a memorable experience, leaving you with a smile and peace of mind.
Iverson Auto of Mitchell and Huron are here to make your car buying experience smooth and enjoyable every step of the way.
Visit us online at iversonauto.com.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
we're big on you.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
College is where ideas come to life, where you'll find your pack. And at Northern State University, you'll lead the pack. It's part of the Northern Experience, right here in Aberdeen, South Dakota. This is where the next generation of leaders thrive, through world-class facilities, hands-on experiences, and generous scholarship opportunities to impact every part of who you're meant to be. Don't just earn a degree, shape your future and experience Northern.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
Fentanyl is a powerful
Welcome everyone to Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre, South Dakota, where we bring you a girls basketball contest tonight, as it is the top-ranked Lyman Lady Raiders in Class B coming to Fort Pierre to take on the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes. Lady Buffaloes still winless on the year, and will pretty much have to play the perfect game to upset the number one ranked Lyman Lady Raiders here tonight, as they come in with a record of 6-0 overall. Lady Buffaloes haven't been playing bad basketball lately. Actually had a 8-point lead going into halftime on Tuesday night against Gettysburg. Unfortunately had a rough third quarter, lost their lead, and couldn't quite battle back in that fourth quarter to pull out a victory. That ended up as a 4-point contest. I know they've had a couple of other 1-point contests on the year here as well. So Lady Buffalo's playing some good basketball at times. They'll once again have to play almost a perfect ball game here tonight to upset the Lyman Lady Raiders here. As warm-ups are just about to conclude here, we'll bring you the starting lineups here once they're announced, and talk about what's coming up here. Lyman boys are down in Myrtle here tonight. Last I checked, they were winning their ball game in the boys contest. Looks like it's currently 52-26 in the fourth quarter, so it looks like the boys will advance for the Lyman Raiders, as the Stanley County boys did earlier as they defeated Phillip. I don't have a final score on that one, but I do know that they did defeat the Phillip Scotties earlier in the Jones County tournament. So Stanley County will play tomorrow night at 6:30 and will face White River, who won a thriller in double overtime over Bennett County. This is Brian Menning with Go Buffs Live, bringing you the play-by-play tonight, since our friends at DRG News are covering the Jones County tournament. I am a one-man show tonight, folks, so my apologies if I don't quite have the camera ready, or maybe miss a play or two. Try to take stats the best I can here, but I'll do my best to bring you all the action here tonight from Parkview Auditorium. So with that, let's go ahead and take a break here. We'll come back to live action with tip-off once they conclude the national anthem, and I'll bring you the starting lineups for both teams here in just a couple minutes.
Opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. There's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing, in that magic moment, how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
New year, new parts deals. By now, you should have received your 2026 spring parts catalog from Grosenberg Implement. If you haven't, no worries. Stop by any of the 9 locations and pick up a copy today. It's packed with exclusive discounts on planter parts, hay parts, cleaners, shop supplies, and so much more. Whether you're gearing up for spring or stocking the shop early, now is the time to lock in savings before these offers expire. Start the new year smart. Start it with new parts deals at Grosenberg Implement. Grosenberg Implement. Service, the other half of a great product.
What if the market shifts? What if the margins on your farm keep getting tighter? Simplot Grower Solutions is here to help. Simplot Crop Advisors know South Dakota corn, soybean, wheat, and other crops like you do because they live and work here. So, even if the market shifts or the margins keep getting tighter, you'll have the insight and support to keep moving forward. Simplot Grower Solutions.
Most people don't think about their furnace until it's not working, but we do. At Pipe Service Experts, we are trained to see what others miss. Airflow restrictions, pressure imbalances, heat exchanger flaws. That's how we catch little issues before they become cold nights and costly repairs. Because keeping your home warm takes more than just a toolbox. Our certified technicians will get your system running at peak condition. Call Pipe Service Experts for our special $99 precision tune-up today. Call 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
Now's your chance for a great deal on smoking fast fiber internet from Venture Communications. Upgrade to the speed you need, up to 1 gig. And with whole home Wi-Fi included as part of your service, experience no-lag gaming, your favorite music, web surfing, HD video streaming, and connect to the latest smart devices. If you're ready for an upgrade, call or visit Venture Communications online.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Welcome to Bowie Foods.
Welcome back to Parkview Auditorium here in Fort Pierce. Starting lineups are concluding here. Let's bring you those starting lineups here quickly while we have a minute. For the visiting Lyman Lady Raiders, they are going to start sophomore guard number 1, Bree Smart. Junior forward number 2, Kenzie Wagner. Number 3, a sophomore guard, Jordan Scott. Junior guard, number 11, Brooke Montgomery. And senior forward, the lone senior on this Raider squad, and she's a good one, number 21, Max Scott. For the Lady Buffaloes, they are going to be starting junior guard, number 4, Austin Norman. An 8th grade guard, number 5, Kinsey Hall. Sophomore guard, number 15, Addie Deal. Let's see, who am I missing here? A junior forward, number 30, Joria Walker. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Lady Buffaloes, an 8th grader as well, forward, Hannah Tedder. And there's the jump and controlled by the Raiders. Raiders get it inside, come up short on that shot attempt. Excuse me, folks. Again, I'm trying to do a bit of everything here tonight, so trying to get the camera where I'd like it as the Raiders inbound from underneath their own basket. Long three-point attempt, too long by the Raiders, rebounded by the Buffaloes. And the Lady Buffs will have their first possession. Try to get that underneath the Deal. She loses control, goes out of bounds. It'll be Raider basketball. Raiders quickly bring it up court. Try to swing it around. The pass is too high. Another turnover by the Raiders. Start things off here. See if the Lady Buffaloes can take advantage here. Norman's pass is nearly turned over. Now there's a scramble. We're going to have a tie-up. Possession arrow is going to favor the Lady Buffaloes. Norman gets it over to Deal. Deal tries to get it down to Tedder. That pass deflected. It's going to be off the Raiders, though, and remain Buffalo basketball. Walker will inbound to Hall. Hall looking for some help, finds Norman. Norman finds Deal at the top of the key. Deal gets it stolen. And that layup attempt will be converted by number 3, Jordan Scott, with the first points of the game. Norman to Tedder. Nice cut to find Deal. Deal's layup attempt a little too strong. Rebounded by the Raiders as it's Scott. Raiders swing it around the perimeter. There's a shot by Smart. Comes up short. Rebounded by the Buffaloes. Here's Deal with it. Deal drives baseline. Tries to get it underneath. Thought it may have been a kick ball there. No whistle, but now we're going to have another tie up here. This time possession arrow is going to favor the Raiders. Stolen by the Lady Buffaloes as Deal able to come away with it. Deal with it again, look for some help. Throws it away, turnover. Raiders take it coast to coast, and bucket's going to count as that was Jordan Scott again with the layup. She gets the hoop and the harm. So she will head to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. Little break on the court as Brooke Montgomery tying her shoe. Now Scott is ready. Southpaw puts up the free throw, and it's good. So Jordan Scott with all 5 Raider points here early on. Here's Norman with it to Deal. Deal drives baseline again. She's going to get fouled on the drive. It's going to be before the shot. So Lady Buffs will inbound underneath their own basket. Got to give Scott that free throw. Again, my apologies. So it's 5-0 here early on. Inbound to Hall, who swings it around the perimeter. Back to Norman up on top now. Norman nearly gets it stolen, but there's going to be a foul called on Scott. Scott will pick up her first. It'll be the second team Raider foul as Norm is in trouble. Now we're going to have another foul. Scott's going to pick up her second foul here. Back-to-back fouls. I know you couldn't see that, folks. My apologies again. Here's Hall with it. As she throws it away, and Scott's going to have herself another turnover and blows that layup. Able to get her own rebound. Shot from the corner by Wagner comes up short. Get it down underneath to Max Scott. She converts the shot for two and is going to get fouled as well. So she will try to convert a three-point play of her own here. As the Raiders lead 7-0 with 4:31 here to go in the first. And Scott can't get the free throw to go. Tedder with the rebound. As the Lady Buffs look to get on the board here with 4:20 to go. Hall with it, tries to find Walker, goes off the Raiders. It'll remain Buffalo basketball. Norman inbounds, goes over the head of the Lady Buffs. Walker able to run it down. In a little bit of trouble, but knocked out of bounds off the Raiders. As Jesse Fosham will check into the game for Kinsey Hall for the Lady Buffaloes. Walker inbounds it to Norman. Goes to Fosham. Fosham's going to call for a travel as she was trying to find Tedder on the give and go. Max Scott underneath. She puts in that left-handed layup for her second bucket. We'll give the Raiders a 9-0 advantage here in the first. Norman's pass is stolen. That layup is converted once again. That's going to be Jordan Scott once again. Norman tries to get it to Deal. I think that's Deal saves it. Tries to go along the sideline with it. Going to pick up another foul. That'll be the fourth team foul on the Raiders. That one's going to go against Bree Scott, her second. Walker inbounds to Norman. Norman back to Walker. Walker thought about the three. Hands it back off to Norman. Norman inside to Tedder. Tedder, I thought, double dribbled there, but must have been deflected. No call. Out of bounds off the Raiders, and Stanley County will inbound underneath their own bucket with 3:05 remaining here in the first. Gets it inside to Deal. Deal puts up the shot. It's going to get fouled. And so Max Scott is going to pick up her first. As Addie Deal will head to the free throw line. The Raiders with the size advantage as well. Max Scott here listed as 6 foot. Buffaloes don't have a 6-footer on their roster as Deal gets the Lady Buffs on the board with a free throw. Deal's second free throw is off, rebounded by the Raiders. That drive by, I believe that was Max Scott. It was. That'll send her back to the free throw line. Scott's first free throw is nothing but net. As Lainey Masteller will check in for the Lady Buffaloes as well. Scott's free throw off the rim. Walker can't handle the rebound, and it'll be Raider basketball underneath their own bucket. And up goes to Jordan Scott on the drive. She kicks it back out. Here's Scott again from the top of the key. Now gets it to Smart. Smart drives baseline. Going to pick up a foul on Walker. I believe they called that on the floor, not on the shot. Well, Walker will pick up her first. Raiders inbound, get it to Kenzie Wagner. She's going to get fouled. And Wagner will head to the free throw line for a couple. That foul was called on Addie Deal. They have her with 3 fouls already. As Wagner knocks down the free throw. Deal will head to the bench as Kinsey Hall checks back in. And Wagner goes 2 for 2. Get my scoreboard updated here as it's 14-1 with 2:30 to go here in the first. Fosham with it as she drives baseline. Finds Walker. Walker puts up the shot, comes up short. Rebounded by the Raiders. That shot attempt comes up short. Norman with the rebound. Had it knocked away momentarily, able to get it back. Kinsey Hall pushing it down court for the Lady Buffs. Her baseline drive is no good, but she will get fouled on the shot and head to the free throw line herself. Hall's first free throw rattles out. And Hall able to knock down the second. Raiders swinging around the perimeter. Wagner with the top of the key now. So get it inside to Max Scott. Scott can't get it to go. Scramble for the rebound. Lady Buffaloes come away with it. Norman's pass deflected. Stolen by Jordan Scott once again, and she will convert another layup. Norman's pass off to Hall. Excuse me, that was Fosham. Now Hall with it. Back out to Norman. Norman gets it to Fosham. That's going to go off the Raiders and be Lady Buffalo basketball with 1:04 remaining in the first. As Norman has to retire his shoe. Hall gets it into Walker. Gets it to Norman, back to Hall. Hall drives, tries to put up the shot, no call. Raiders come away with it. And we got a foul on the top of the key. Looks like, based on her reaction, it's going to go against Kinsey Hall. That'll be her second. And that'll be the 5th team foul, so that's going to send the Raiders to the free throw line. I can't see the number, but I believe that's Jordan Scott. And Jordan Scott goes 2 for 2. Increases the Raider lead to 18-2 with 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Norman with it, looking for some help. Finds Fosham. Back to Norman. Hands it off to Walker. Gets it to Hall. Hall drives, will shoot the 3. A little strong. Here come the Raiders back down court. Raiders can play for the last shot with 10 seconds to go here. Jordan Scott with it. Gets it over to Ella Eilers, who's checked into the game. Inside to Max Scott. That shot off the left rim, and that'll conclude the first quarter with the Lyman Raiders leading 18-2 over the Lady Buffaloes. Let's go ahead and take a break here at the quarter. We'll come back with second quarter action right after this.
Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie Foods.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Being a part of a community.
Welcome back to Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre. Obviously not the start the Lady Buffaloes were looking for, and it doesn't help when they're arguably their best player, Eddie Deal, picks up 3 fouls in that first quarter, so we probably won't see much of her in this second quarter. First half here. Norman with it, gets it off to Taylor Barta, who's checked in, gets it over to Hall. Hall looks to drive middle, puts up the left-handed shot. Uses the glass, gets her own rebound. Nice hustle by Hall. Runs out of room, gets it to Masteller. Masteller at the elbow, puts up the shot, comes up short. Raiders running the course. Nice defense by the Lady Buffaloes. Here's a shot from the elbow. That's good. That's going to be Ella Eilers with her first bucket. Coming off the bench for the Raiders. Stolen at half court now by the Raiders as that layup is converted and good by number 11. That is going to be Brooke Montgomery with her first basket, which is going to cause the timeout here by the Lady Buffaloes. Let's go ahead and we'll take a quick 30-second timeout as well. We'll be back right after this.
Sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home, now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Allied Plumbing and
Welcome back to Parkview Auditorium. Just a minute into the second quarter. The Raiders with a 22-2 advantage over the Lady Buffaloes. Here's Hall with it. Tries to get it down to Masteller. Back out to Hall. Outside to Norman. Norman gets it back outside to Hall. Hall will drive. Hall puts up the high arcing shot. Can't get it to go. It's going to hit the support above the basket and be Raider basketball. That shot, I believe, by Wagner. No good. Scott able to get the offensive rebound. She puts up the left-handed shot and good. Trying to see who that was for the Lady Buffaloes. That was Ellis Seachlaw who's in for the Lady Buffaloes now. That shot by Eilers off the mark. Lady Buffaloes with the rebound. Norman tries to get it to Seachlaw, knocked out of bounds. It'll remain Buffalo basketball. As Walker checks back in for the Lady Buffs, Barta will head to the bench. Hall with it outside to Norman. Norman open for three, off the glass, a little too strong. Raiders come away with the rebound. Raiders go coast to coast with it. That layup once again put up by Jordan Scott is good. Seachlaw trying to get it to another layup converted by Jordan Scott. It's going to increase the Raider lead to 28-2. Here's Walker with it. Cross court to Norman. Back on top to Seachlaw, I believe. Tries to find Walker underneath. Raiders intercept that pass. Max got underneath, kicks it back out. Raiders pass it around the perimeter. That shot by Smart comes up short, able to get her own rebound. Now we're going to have a foul underneath. Addie Deal will check back into the ball game here for the Lady Buffs. Again, she picked up 3 fouls in that first quarter. Inbound to Max Scott. She will drive middle, puts up the shot and good. Increase the Raider lead to 30-2 with just over 4 minutes to go here in the first half. As Hall loses control. As it goes out of bounds, it'll be another Lady Buffalo turnover. As Hannah Tedder checks back in for the Lady Buffs. Back inside to Max Scott. Nice play by Deal to get a piece of that ball, especially with 3 fouls. Deal still being aggressive. Inbound goes to Max Scott. Gets to Claire Griffith, number 5, who's checked in now. Scott down low, double teamed. Doesn't matter. She still gets the shot up. And Hall comes away with the rebound for the Lady Buffaloes. Deal will drive baseline with it. Puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. Walker there for the offensive board. Her shot is up and good. Raiders back down the court quickly. Swinging around the perimeter. More ball movement here by the Raiders. Nearly stolen by Walker. Raiders able to recover. Here's Eilers with it. Back inside to Scott. Deal knocked it away momentarily. There's an outside shot by Griffith that comes up short. Raiders will offensive rebound. Now we're going to be tied up underneath, and dual possession is going to stay with the Raiders here. Inbound will go to Scott. Hands it off to Smart. To Eilers. To Wagner. Wagner's jumper comes up short. And we're going to have a foul underneath, I believe, on Smart. Smart may have just picked up her third. Actually, according to the scoreboard here, Smart picked up her fourth. Norman walks it across the timeline for the Lady Buffs. To Tedder, to Deal. Deal goes baseline again with it. That shot too strong. Walker right there for the rebound. Gets it back to Deal. Deal puts up the 5-footer. Gets it to go and is fouled. So Addie Deal with her first field goal of the night. To go along with a free throw. She'll try to complete the 3-point play. Deal's free throw comes up short. Also for the rebound, that's going to go off the Raiders, I believe, and be Stanley County ball at will. Walker inbounds it to Deal. Deal will drive middle. Gets her shot blocked, but now they're going to call a foul. That's going to go against Jordan Scott. Scott picks up her third. And Addie Deal will head back to the free throw line. Deal gets the bounce on the first. Second free throw by Deal, rims out, scramble for the rebound. Raiders come away with it. There's Max Scott with it. She'll drive middle, tries to kick it back out, stolen by Norman. Hall with it, looks for Walker underneath. It's going to be deflected and go off the Raiders and remain Buffalo basketball. Norman inbounds to Deal. Deal's jumper, a little too strong, rebounded by the Raiders. Scott will push it down court. Scott back inside, going to be triple teamed. We're going to have a foul on the floor, no shot. We'll see who they call it on here. There's 3 Lady Buffaloes in the area. Looks like it's going to go, it's Hannah Tedder, her first. Looks like we got a timeout on the court. We'll go ahead and take one as well here. Let's see if it's a full or a 30. It's going to be a quick 30-second timeout. Let's take 30 as well. We'll be back right after this.
Is your contact for business, farm, commercial, and residential plumbing needs located in Pierre. No job is too big or small for Allied. Put our over 50 years of experience to work for you. At Allied Plumbing and Heating, the only surprise we want for our customers is how fast they get the job done. That's why we offer free estimates on every single service, no hidden charges. Give them a call today at Allied Plumbing and Heating. Remember, you can rely on your allies.
Pests don't wait.
All right, 1:40 to go here in the first half. Lady Buffalo ranked Lyman Raiders in Class B. Raiders getting ready to inbound underneath their own basket. Inbound goes to Scott. Corner jumper, rims out. Walker there for the rebound. And Norman will bring it up court for the Lady Buffs. Gets it over to Deal. Deal looking for the screen, gets it. Deal drives middle now. She'll take the corner jumper and gets it to fall. So Addie Deal with her second field goal. Open three there by Wagner. Comes up short. Lady Buffaloes come away with the rebound. Under a minute to go now here in the first half. Here's Hall with it. Hall will drive baseline. Puts up the left-handed shot. Can't get it to go. Raiders come away with the rebound. They push it down court. And that is up and good by trying to catch a number there. That was Bree Smart this time. Her first bucket of the game. Hall with it, gets it inside to Deal. Deal gets it blocked by Jordan Scott. There's a whistle. Didn't see what the call was. Looks like it's going to be a foul on the Lady Buffs. Looks like it's going to go against Tedder as well, her second. Raiders can play for the final shot here. Here's Max Scott, deep NBA range three. That comes up short. And Hall decided not to heave up a 3/4 quarter shot. And with that, that'll bring us to the half with the Lyman Lady Raiders 32 and the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes 9. We'll go and take a halftime break here. I'm going to try to tally up some unofficial stats and talk about this first half right after this.
Neither should you. At Olson's Pest Technicians, we've been protecting homes and businesses for over 55 years. From bats and attics to rodents and walls, ants in kitchens, stubborn bedbug infestations, even swarms of mosquitoes. We've seen it all, and we handle it all. With expert technicians, ethical treatments, and service across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa, you can count on Olson's to get the job done right. Contact us today at Olson's Pest Technicians. Family owned, community trusted.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Generational success.
Welcome back to Parkview Auditorium in Fort Pierre. We're at the half, and it is the number one ranked Lyman Lady Raiders over the Stanley County Buffaloes, currently 32-9. Let's go ahead and take a look at some unofficial stats here for this first half. We'll start with the visitors from Lyman County. I have their leading scorer as Jordan Scott with 15, followed by Max Scott with 9, and then a plethora of Lady Raiders with 2, including Bree Smart, Kenzie Wagner with a couple of free throws, Brooke Montgomery, and Ella Eilers with a bucket as well to round out the Lady Raiders, 32 points. For the Lady Buffaloes, they are led by Addie Deal with 6 points on the evening, Joria Walker with a bucket for 2, and Kinsey Hall putting in a free throw for the Lady Buffaloes, 9 points on the evening. So slow start by the Lady Buffaloes. Lady Raiders came out strong, and after one, led 18-2, but a better second quarter by the Lady Buffaloes. Netted them 7 more points, but Lady Raiders kept the pressure on as well, and scored what is that math-wise, about 14 of their own in that second quarter. So the Lady Raiders showing why they are the number one ranked team in Class B, as Lady Buffaloes are struggling, finding their shot and in a bit of foul trouble as well. Again, as their leading scorer, Addie Deal, also leads, unfortunately, in the amount of fouls with 3 that she picked up in that first quarter. So she'll have to be careful this second half as the Lady Buffaloes try to battle back and make this contest a little more respectable anyway. I know they won't quit, and they'll keep playing hard as they always do. So with that, let's go and take another break here. We'll hear from more of our sponsors, and we'll be back with second half action in about 4 minutes or so right after this.
Means different things to different people, but to us it means seeing my daughter follow in my footsteps, keeping the farm in the family, just getting to do this every day. We're Agtegra Cooperative, and we're generationally successful. That's who we are. Agtegra Cooperative.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierce, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Each day brings the opportunity to make a difference, to follow through with integrity, to solve challenges through innovative thinking, and to bring the technical know-how needed to get the job done. At Wilbur Ellis, this is how we work, standing side by side as local experts who partner with the stewards of the land. We do it together. That's the power of we.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
The DWU Culver's Classic is back for 2026.
Three from the corner, good! A huge
36 teams travel to the world's only Corn Palace in Mitchell. Action begins on 9 a.m. on February 13th and 14th, with all games streamed on Live Ticket TV on pay-per-view. $12.99 per game or $94.95 for all 18 games. The 2026 DWU Culver's Classic, February 13th and 14th, inside the world's only Corn Palace and on Live Ticket TV.
Ready to gain an edge in your...
All right, welcome back to Parkview Auditorium here as we get ready to start the third quarter. Again, Brian Menning here with Go Buffs Live, bringing you the play-by-play this evening as our friends at DRG News are busy covering the Jones County tournament down in Murdo, where the Stanley County boys and the Lyman boys were both successful in their first-round matchups. Looks like it'll be Lady Buffalo possession here to start the third. If you're just joining us, kind of a one-man crew tonight, so I'm handling camera and everything, so my apologies if I miss some action here while I adjust some things as the Deal try to drive baseline, kicks it out to Walker. Walker back to Deal. Deal drives, nice step in the lane, but she will be fouled. Let's see who they call that on. They're going to call that on the shot as Deal hits the free throw line. It's going to be on Kinsey Wagner, her first. Deal's first free throw comes up short. Deal's second free throw bounces off the rim and off. Tedder there with the offensive rebound. She can't get it to go. And the Raiders come away with the rebound. Here's Jordan Scott with it. She'll get it back out. Scott around the perimeter. Actually, that was Jordan Scott there on that three-point shot that came up short. That layup attempt by Wagner, no good, and the Lady Buffaloes come away with the rebound. Deal on another drive to the bucket. Can't get it to go, but she will get fouled and head to the free throw line once again. Deal being aggressive offensively tonight as that foul goes against Wagner again. So she picks up 2 quick fouls to start the second half. And Deal able to knock down that first free throw. She's got 7 out of the 10 Lady Buffalo points. Second free throw rattles out. Max Scott with the rebound. Scott on the drive, kicks it back out to Wagner. Wagner can't get it to drop. Tedder there with the rebound. That drive by Kinsey Hall off the glass and good. Hall with her first field goal. And back down at the other end. A missed shot by Smart, but offensive rebound by Jordan Scott, and she will get fouled on the putback and head to the free throw line. Scott's first is off the mark. As Jesse Fosham will check in for Addie Deal. As Deal picks up her fourth. Scott's second free throw comes up short. She'll get her own rebound, though. Finds Max Scott underneath, and she'll convert the layup. Here's Hall with it, looking for some help. Finds Tedder, gets it to Norman. Norman drives back out to Tedder, around the perimeter to Walker. Back to Norman. Finds Hall. Hall looking for Fosham, going to be stolen by Smart. Smart puts it up off the glass and good for two. Norman tries to get it to the Hall. It's going to be off the hands of the Raiders and remain Lady Buffalo basketball. The Buffaloes try to inbound it to Hall. We're going to have a tie-up. Possession arrow is going to favor the Raiders. Raiders swinging around the perimeter. There's an open three by Montgomery, and she's going to knock it down. The first three of the ball game. And that will extend the Raider lead to 39-12. There's Walker with it on top of the key. Gets it to Norman. Inside to Walker. Walker puts up the shot and good. Walker with her fourth point. Another three-point attempt by the Raiders is good. That's by Bree Smart, so back-to-back threes by the Raiders. We got 42-14. Fosham with it, tries to find Tedder on the give and go. Here come the Raiders, and Max Scott able to put it up off the glass and good. She'll get fouled in the process as well. To make it a 30-point advantage now for the Raiders, so that should invoke the running clock here for the rest of the ball game. As Ella Eilers checks in for the Raiders as well. And Scott converts the three-point play. Norman's pass gets stolen. Here's Scott once again. She blows the layup. Raiders get the offensive rebound. Another three-point shot. That one's too strong. Lady Buffaloes come away with the rebound. Norman to Fosham. Fosham out to Tedder. Swings it around the perimeter to Walker. Walker back out to Norman. Norman shot off the mark, rebounded by Scott. Raiders back down the court quickly. That layup converted is good by Smart. As we have a foul underneath. That's going to go against Eilers, her second. Lady Buffaloes look to inbound. They find Deal, who's checked back in. Deal to Hall. Hall at the top of the key. They'll reset things, get it back over to Deal. Deal will drive middle. Puts it up, can't get it to go, but she's going to get fouled. Foul's going to get called against Max Scott, just her first. Deal able to knock down the first. Deal goes 2 for 2 from the line. Another long jumper by the Raiders off the mark. Deal there for the rebound. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the third. Hall with it back to Deal. Deal battles her way inside once again. Going to get fouled. This time it's going to be on the floor. Although that is going to be the 5th team foul, so that will send Deal to the free throw line. Deal comes up short on her first. As Taylor Barta and Lainey Mastel are checking for the Lady Buffs. Deal can't get to second to go either. As the Raiders come away with the rebound and push it quickly back down court. That layup is good that was Jordan Scott, I believe. And Deal is going to call for the offensive foul, and that is going to end her evening as she will pick up number 5. Actually, no, they called that on my bather. That was on number 11, they say, of the Taylor Barta. So Deal still in the ball game. That's 3-point attempt from the corner, comes up short from the Raiders. Deal there for the rebound. Final 40 seconds of quarter number 3. Hall with it, looking for room, nearly travels, and they are going to call the travel. See if the Raiders get off a final shot here with 22 seconds to go. That shot comes up short by Eilers. And with the running clock, that should take us to the end of the third period. As the Lady Buffs won't get a shot up. And at the end of 3, it is going to be the Lyman Lady Raiders 49 and the Lady Buffaloes 16. Let's go ahead and take a quarter break here. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this.
Tide Machinery's Service Technician Apprenticeship Program is designed for anyone wishing to become a diesel mechanic working on Case IH equipment through full-time, on-the-job training. Enjoy hands-on work experience, learn from factory-trained service experts, and apply your knowledge from school directly to your work with this unique program opportunity. Become a titan in the industry and grow with a dealership that invests in you at Tide Machinery, Highmore, Miller, and Pierre, your local Case IH dealer. Visit TitanMachinery.com/careers to learn more.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Wind Circle, operating since...
All right, back live here in Parkview Auditorium as we start fourth quarter action. Lady Buffaloes will have first possession. There's Norman with it, looking for some help. Finds Tedder, and we're going to have a foul out on top. So that's going to go against Claire Griffith. It looks like her second. Norman gets it over to Deal. Tries to get it back to Norman. Going to be stolen by Scott. And we're going to have a foul on the floor before the shot. And now that's going to be Addie Deal's fifth, so she will have to go take a seat. Chris Fosham is saying Addie Deal was nowhere near the play. He's saying Addie Deal was at half court. There's no way she could have committed that foul. So now I think the referees are going to discuss it here to make sure they got the right number. It doesn't appear it's an argument that Chris Fosham is going to win. Although Deal isn't heading to the... Okay, now they do change it on the scoreboard to number 4. So Coach Fossum wins his argument. You don't see that much, as Austin Norman was guilty of that foul. Deal's jumper off the front rim. Nice hustle by Fosham to get the offensive rebound. Norman gets to Walker. The high post finds Deal cutting. Deal gets a block, gets her own rebound back out to Walker. Walker looking for help, finds Norman. Norman will take the long jumper. In and out. Raiders with the rebound. Cross court pass to Scott. Scott will take the long jumper. That comes up short. And Fosham there for the rebound. She'll get tied up or get fouled by Eilers. And Eilers will pick up her third. Just over 5 minutes to go here. Lady Raiders with a comfortable 49-16 advantage. Fosham with it. Hands it off to Tedder. Back to Norman. Gets a screen from Tedder. Walker finds Deal, who's cutting. Nearly stolen. Tedder tried to come away with it. Raiders back down the other way. That shot up and put in by number 5. That's going to be Griffith, her first basket. As Tedder was slow getting up at the other end. Needs a little help getting off the court. Looks like it may be possibly a twisted ankle or something of that nature. As she will head to the bench. It looks like Lainey Masteller checks in for her. Norman crosses the timeline with it, gets it over to Deal. Deal drives baseline, will take the baseline jumper and nails it. And he Deal with a nice looking shot there. Inside to 24, who was checked in for the Raiders. That's going to be Chloe Collins. That shot by the Raiders off the mark. Stanley County there for the rebound. Deep shot by Deal comes up short. Hall tries to save it. Can't quite get to it. Yeah, Scott will bring it across the timeline for the Raiders. Inside to Collins. Loses it. Raiders are able to recover. Scott thought about three, kicks it back around the perimeter. Nearly stolen by Deal. She got a hand on it. It'll still remain Raider basketball. As Avery Brackey will check in for the Raiders for the first time. And Aspen Lenz will check in for the Lady Buffs as well as Walker heads to the bench. Raiders swinging around the perimeter to Smart. Cross court. Over to Griffith. Back to Smart. 2 seconds on the shot clock. They get it off. Doesn't hit the rim, so that'll be a shot clock violation. As Addison Norman will check in for the Lady Buffaloes in the final 2 minutes. As Hall will bring it up court for the Lady Buffs. Seachlaw with it, loses it. Stolen once again by the Raiders. We're going to have a foul underneath. That's going to send Chloe Collins to the free throw line at will, number 24. And Seachlaw picks up her first foul. Collins gets a friendly roll, her first point of the contest. And Collins goes 2 for 2. Lenz at the high post, gets it off to Seachlaw, who gets it over to Hall. Hall puts up the shot. Can't get it to go. It's going to go off the Raiders and be Lady Buffalo basketball underneath the basket. Final minute of the contest as Barta inbounds it to Lenz, who loses it. Raiders outside to Smart, cross court, over to 12, that's Brackey. Back out to Smart, back to Brackey. Brackey over to Griffith. Nearly stolen by Barta, but she's going to pick up a foul. And the Raiders will inbound under their own basket with just about 25 seconds to go here. Brackey with it now. Smart. They go inside to Collins. Kick it back out. Corner 3. Byers comes up short. Scramble for the rebound. Still on the floor. Smart with it. Still scrambling for it. And with that, that's going to be the final buzzer. And it will be the Lyman Raiders 53, the Stanley County Buffaloes 18. So with that, let's go ahead and take another break here for a couple minutes as I tally up some final unofficial stats, and we'll come back and talk about what's next here for the Lady Buffaloes and boys basketball as well, and wrap up this evening here in just a few minutes.
1995. We combine quality customer service and experience with the right technology to meet your needs. Our cybersecurity certified technicians will make sure your systems are secure. Services offered are video and data cabling, service and support contracts, cutting-edge camera systems to door security devices. WindCircle has many hardware options: Dell, HP, Cisco, SonicWall, and Ruckus, to name a few. Our staff has over 30 years of combined network design and cabling experience at your disposal. Call us today, 605-224-1111, and request a free quote. Again, that's 605-224-1111.
At Iverson Auto, our legacy is your trust. Whether you're in Mitchell or in Huron, we embody the values that have defined us for generations. We have been your partner on the road since 1948.
We bring decades of expertise to ensure your journey begins with confidence. Our goal is to turn your visit into a memorable experience, leaving you with a smile and peace of mind.
Iverson Auto of Mitchell and Huron are here to make your car buying experience smooth and enjoyable every step of the way.
Visit us online at iversonauto.com.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
College is where ideas come to life, where you'll find your pack. And at Northern State University, you'll lead the pack. It's part of the Northern experience, right here in Aberdeen, South Dakota. This is where the next generation of leaders thrive, through world-class facilities, hands-on experiences, and generous scholarship opportunities to impact every part of who you're meant to be. Don't just earn a degree, shape your future and experience Northern.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, welcome back to Parkview Auditorium as we wrap up tonight's contest. And As pretty much expected, it was the number 1 ranked Lyman Lady Raiders defeating the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes here tonight by the final score of 53-18. Let's go ahead and recap some scoring here. Again, this is unofficial scoring and trying to keep up with everything here since I'm by myself here tonight. But I have the leading scorer here for the visitors from Lyman County with Jordan Scott with 19 on the night, followed by Max Scott with 14. Then I have Bree Smart with 9. Then a handful of 2-point contributors here for the Lyman Raiders. That was Kenzie Wagner with a couple of free throws. Claire Griffith with a bucket for her 2. Ella Eilers with a bucket for 2 points. And Chloe Collins with a couple late free throws off the bench for her 2 points as well. I believe that actually added up to 55, and they got 53, but I'm not going to worry about that since these are unofficial stats. For the Lady Buffaloes, they only had 3 scorers in the scorebook tonight. They were led by Addie Deal, who had 11 of the 18. Joria Walker contributed 4, and Kinsey Hall with 3 points as well. So, again, we knew it was going to be tough here for the Lady Buffaloes, and it certainly was, but all they can do is, keep up with that effort. They got in trouble, foul trouble once again. Addie Deal picked up 3 quick fouls all in that first quarter, so she spent quite a bit of time on the bench, and it's hard to do when arguably your best player is on the bench. So that's something they'll need to work on to try to get better and not foul as much and not get into that foul trouble, because unfortunately the Stanley County bench isn't all that deep. So they need their best players out on the court at all times. Let's go ahead and look ahead at what's coming up next here for Stanley County. Let me pull up the calendar here. Again, the boys are in the Jones County tournament. They defeated Phillip today. I don't have a final score on that, but they will advance to the next round and play White River at 6:30 p.m. tomorrow down in Murdo. You guys can catch all that action from our friends at the DRG News Media Group. They'll have that live streamed as well from their website. As far as the girls go, they will be back in action from the best I can see. Looks like it'll be next Friday the 23rd when Gettysburg comes to town. Actually, that's for the boys, excuse me. The girls just play Gettysburg, so that'll be a boys contest next Friday on the 23rd. And then we'll have doubleheader action from Parkview Auditorium on the 24th, as the doubleheader will, as Shine Eagle Butte, the Braves come to town for a doubleheader. I believe that's also the evening of the chili cook-off. So if you're come hungry and eat some delicious chili, that's going to be available from different area businesses and whatnot. So always a fun evening when the chili cook-off is here as well. So that's the next upcoming basketball games. We should have all of that action for you on Go Buffs Live. I'm not sure about the Saturday contest, if your radio is going to cover that contest or not, or if not, I'll certainly be here to cover it if they're not here for some reason or another. So with that, we'll go ahead and wrap things up here from Parkview Auditorium. Again, it was all Lady Raiders tonight, winning by a final score of 53-18 over the Lady Buffaloes. So until next week, everyone have a good evening. Good night.